Now, here's where you see a Gump. He opens up the door thing. And that actually leads into, now the US cut is actually shorter than the European cut. The European cut has extra minutes of footage. This is now in 29 minutes, which is actually pretty dang short. Which actually, I believe, makes this Ridley Scott's shortest movie. Ridley Scott's movies are known for being really long, especially Gladiator, which is like 2 hours and 50 minutes. That's an almost 3-hour long movie. I want to say Black Hawk Down was almost 3 hours. I think I have not watched Black Hawk Down. I have not seen Black Hawk. Yeah, I have not seen Black Hawk Down. Yeah, it was Ridley Scott. But for a second, I couldn't tell if it was him or his brother Tony Scott that directed that. Now, funny enough, after this movie, Tom Cruise later got to work with Ridley Scott's younger brother Tony Scott in Top Gun, as well as also Days of Thunder as well. So, Tom Cruise is the only, I believe, one of the few actors in Hollywood who have worked with both of the Scott filmmaking brothers. Let's see, Fairy. She doesn't look pretty. So, yeah, Tom Cruise is actually one of the few actors in Hollywood who's actually, I think he's one of the only handful of actors to have ever worked with both of the Scott brothers. I think he's one of the few only actors in Hollywood to have had the distinction and that honor to work with both of the Scott brothers. I can't think of any actors that ever had the distinction. I can't think of any. Now, was it? Yeah, actually, Tom Cruise and Denzel Washington. Yeah, they're two of the few. They're two of the only actors I can think of that have worked with both of the Scott brothers. Here's where you see Lily. She's got really pretty hair. I think she's supposed to be in a wedding. And now fun fact, now famously Tim Curry over the years has actually called the Playing as Darkness one of his favorite roles ever. He actually called it one of his favorite roles. Now I think allegedly he wasn't at a convention. I want to say at a Comic-Con panel in 2010. I think he was asked about what one of his favorite roles were, and I think one of his most favorite treasured roles that he ever got to play on the big screen was playing as Darkness and Legend. I think he called it his second favorite role of his own roles, behind playing Dr. Frankenfurter in Rocky Horror Picture Show. In fact, Rocky Horror Picture Show was actually the reason why Ridley Scott cast Tim Curry in the first place as Darkness. Originally, Ridley Scott apparently initially thought of someone else's Darkness.